For more than a decade, Ford's 5.0-liter Coyote V8 has been one of the most iconic engines in modern American vehicles. From the F-1502, the Mustang, it delivered strong horsepower, a distinctive exhaust note, and everyday drivability. But despite its reputation, the Coyote hasn't been perfect, especially in recent years. Oil consumption complaints, cold start knocking, valvetrain noise, and durability concerns slowly began to tarnish what was once considered one of Ford's most reliable engines. Now, for the 2026 model year, Ford has quietly but decisively made changes that engineers and industry insiders say finally address the root causes of these long-standing issues. This isn't a cosmetic refresh or a software tweak. According to powertrain experts, the 2026 update represents the most significant mechanical revision to the Coyote since its original debut. So what went wrong? What exactly did Ford change? And can buyers finally trust the 5.0 V8 again? Let's break it down. When the Coyote debuted in 2011, it was a modern V8 done right, aluminum block, dual overhead cams, variable valve timing, and strong power across the rev range. Early versions routinely exceeded 200,000 miles with minimal problems. But as emission standards tightened and fuel economy targets became more aggressive, Ford began pushing the engine's design in new directions. Those changes gradually introduced weaknesses. The biggest complaint was oil consumption. From around 2018 onward, many owners reported burning a quart every 1,000 to 2,000 miles under normal driving. Teardowns revealed low-tension piston rings designed for fuel economy, cylinder wall finishes that struggled with oil retention, and increased blow-by at high RPM. Cold start ticking and knocking became another common issue. Revised piston clearances, oil drainback behavior in the valvetrain, and cam phaser strategies aimed at emissions compliance all contributed. Ford often labeled the noise normal, but customers knew something wasn't right. By the early 2020s, the Coyote still made great power, but its bulletproof reputation had taken a hit. For 2026, Ford didn't chase more horsepower. Instead, they focused on durability, consistency, and long-term reliability. According to former Ford engineers and supplier documentation, the company went back and corrected the mechanical compromises that caused the problems rather than masking them with calibration changes. The most important update is a redesigned piston and ring package. Ford revised ring tension, oil control geometry, piston skirt coatings, and thermal expansion characteristics. The new design restores proper sealing without sacrificing efficiency, dramatically reducing oil consumption and stabilizing compression over time. Cylinder wall finishing was also improved. Updated plateau honing techniques and more consistent surface textures allow better ring seating early in the engine's life and more stable oil retention over high mileage. The valvetrain received critical attention as well. Cam phasers now have improved internal components, revised oil feed passages, and a new cold start timing strategy. Oil pressure builds faster, reducing startup noise and long-term wear. The oil system itself was refined with tighter pump tolerances, improved lower PM pressure regulation, and better oil retention after shutdown, minimizing dry starts when most engine wear occurs. Importantly, Ford achieved current emission standards without relying on ultra-thin oil films or extreme valve timing. Combustion efficiency, heat management, and injection timing were optimized instead, allowing the engine to meet regulations without sacrificing durability. Peak horsepower may not change dramatically, but torque delivery is smoother, mid-range response is stronger, and the engine feels less stressed under sustained load. For F-150 buyers, this means better long-term towing and work reliability. For Mustang owners, it means more consistent performance and a stronger foundation for aftermarket tuning, thanks to improved oil control and compression stability. Technicians and engine builders agree the 2026 Coyote is the most refined and durable version yet. One Ford Master technician summed it up. Simply, this is the first time in years the Coyote feels finished again. Ford may not publicly admit past mistakes, but the scale of these mechanical updates speaks for itself. The verdict: yes, you can trust the 2026 5.0-liter V8 more than any recent version by fixing oil consumption at its source, improving valvetrain lubrication, refining cylinder wear characteristics, and stabilizing oil pressure. Ford has finally restored confidence in one of its most important engines. The 2026 model year marks a true turning point. This is the Coyote done right again. Strong, refined, and built to last.